Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field in Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Just shutting him off there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This is taken around the 12. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier. Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go again. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Bring it.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And a Washington first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So now on fourth down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone. Yeah,
I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it here with Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I'm scared. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Only for a lock. Bang, 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 bang.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Here's McKissick. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Broncos nothing.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes this Washington 17. Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Shit. Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Check. Fresno. Get wild now. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Coming after you. Slam.
Here's Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2.
He's got daylight. The 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Complete to Trey.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards on first down. It's Gibson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes this Washington 24. Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Washington.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
26-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. Mike Williams, 26 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
There he goes right side.
That's how we do
and
it.
he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly has shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I'm going to lose one. Third ball up. Hey, turn it up.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 48, Broncos 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon stays on his feet. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Left coming. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. No. Off. Check. Hatchet. Delta.
Bridgewater now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally marked down at the 23. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Mike 47. Focus, defense, focus. Check. Check 31.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Take this one up to about the 13.
Receiver the ball
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. They juked him. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conlon. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were base.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Watch the edge. Chance. Check safety.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes this Washington 48. Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off. But after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes this Washington 48, Broncos 35. Brandon McManus to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Mike 50, Mike 50. That's the run.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That one looks like he'll throw here on the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Broncos 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Today's finals, Washington 56,